So then, this is the AOR social race, which has just happened on Friday, and it's at Baku, just like the race is going to actually be. As it's done on the Friday, it's a good practice. So you join me in qualifying here. Obviously, it's where we always start, and we only have one opportunity here. One shot, one opportunity. Do we take it? Hopefully. And we've done a couple laps in the hards, and we've totally just we've missed the turn one. Turn one's just been done. So then going into turn two, I was thinking go abort the lap because I didn't know whether it actually was the end of the session or not. And I looked up and I was just like, nah, I have to finish this lap. So we're coming from 2 temps down on our delta, and we've already made up 2 temps. We've made 3 temps up in one corner, so we obviously have pace on these medium tyres, and we're just trying to get around the circuit like a normal human being and being fast, which is quite difficult. Now, going up to the castle section, go down into third, a lot of sliding there. It wasn't particularly death-worthy, whether it wasn't something that you want to be dealing with. Yeah, so we're now 6 temps pretty much up on our delta, coming onto the straight, and for none of my runs I had a tow. I always got quite unlucky with that. So we're gonna... Well, we're 6 temps up, 7 temps up on our time, and the other runs I was running on overtake mode at the end of this, but I was trying to keep some deployment on for the end of the straight. We were ending up being 8 temps up on our lap here, on mediums compared to hards, which is around what the delta says. So it seems like a pretty decent lap. So we're in P7, and we're going to drop to P9. Let's get to the intro. So then, that was the epic intro with Fleetwood Mac's The Chain and being changed with the great shitty flute F1 theme. But we're on the start here, coming up to the first corner, and well, a lot of people are going off here. A lot of people, and we're behind our teammate in the actual AOR league that we're part of, Split 10, obviously. And yeah, so that's a pretty decent start for us, from P9 to P6. Obviously we qualified in P9, now we're in P6, which is actually turned into P5 because Dobby is disconnected, which you'll see is a common trend in this race. So we're just behind Dormio in this starting phase of the race, first lap obviously, and we've got a bit of rear locking into there, which is a corner set which you do have multiple ways of attacking it. You can go fast in, fast out, or fast in, slow out, slow and fast out, or just keep in the middle range. So we going up through the castle section there, and it looked like Dormio got very close to the wall, which, well, it's the castle section, what do you expect? And yeah, so he has got the alien indicator on him, which is, you know, never a good sign. And in the podium spots at the moment, we've got a Red Bull, a Mercedes, and a Ferrari. It looks very much like what would be on an actual podium. However, this is not realistic car performances. This is equal, obviously. So now we're coming up to the start-finish line, and of course, OP slipstream around here. So we're just getting the move done here. It's quite easy on Dormio. He's gonna try and come back at us, maybe. However, nah, there's no chance. He's behind us now. We can look forward, but oh my giddy up. There's a lot of four-wheel slip there, where we just don't have any grip. We're waiting for the car to respond. Now we're skipping on to the end of lap 2 here. We've got Lucas ahead of us in the Mercedes, and we're going to try and see whether there's a move on. There might be, however there's no DRS, so there's definitely not a certainty on a move. So we've got Shad now setting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. We're following in his lap, around a second off, and well, we just put it straight in the wall. It was too much confidence there, and we've absolutely just punted it. Going up into 4th was not a good move for us, and well, that's sort of not what you want in a Grand Prix, to smash your front end into a wall. However, it's happened here, and we broke. We weren't going max speed we would usually be, and we just broke late, and then we just put it in the wall. You see the giant pile of smoke we left there, that's pretty nice. Now we've got the other McLaren behind us of Hyundai. Sorry, I forgot your name wrong. But yeah, so now he's following us, or she. We're a diverse group here, and yeah, we just let him by. I don't know whether they knew we were letting him by or not. They probably would. But yeah, we just let him by. No real reason to keep him behind. And our teammate is in the pits. I think this is the second time over 2 laps he was, or she. We are still on top first. They were in the pits. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but oh, look at that! Hyundai's just put it in the wall, sliding. That corner is an evil one if you just get the curbing wrong. You just absolutely put it in the wall. Yeah. So now we've got Steph overtaking us, and we just lift, because we're not going to make the corner anyway. And then Karsuk, they're trying to go around the outside of us, but they just punt the wall. Why would you try? You know, you've seen how slow I am. Why would you do that? But it doesn't affect us in any way. So now we're going into the box, and we're underseeing quite a bit there. And I felt quite confident going into the stint anyway, even though we had that crash. It's sort of a good way to see how the hards react. And of course, yeah, a lot of waiting there for them to actually do something, and I didn't have a penalty, so I just got scummed. 3 seconds extra time. What a great time to spend. You know, you get to think of it, and also you get to be behind Neil, which is not what you want. You don't want to be behind Neil. Why would you want to be there? But anyway, so now we are behind Neil, and well, we've got DRS on him, so that could be a good way to get a move on. So we're just behind him now, and we're gonna see, he's just braking way too early there. He broke at the 150, maybe the 150 mark, but most likely the 130 mark on there, when I was able to brake quite easily on the 100-meter mark ish. And then we just really do a nice move there, going around the outside of him, and we cover off the inside line. So you know he would have done a switchback move, or attempt one, but we just cover that off in a rather interesting line. But now we're going into the caster section, and yeah, it's close to the wall there, but you know, it's entirely purposeful. Why would you ever not go close to the wall there? But anyway, so we're skipping on to lap 6, and we're behind Fizzymon, and well, they had a bit of a slide on there. As you see, Hyandley leaving the session, and Yeah, so basically, we're around the DRS range. I think we are in it. Yeah, we are. So we're gonna have a look at them, because obviously, even if you are a few hundred meters behind, you can catch them, really. Especially if they're, you know, back in the day, if they were in a Honda, you're gone. But anyway, so we are creeping up behind them slowly. Obviously with a bit of a rapid catch before. Only, I think that was a 2-lap gap, and we caught up to them. And they're on the soft compound, so they're on the mediums, we're on the hards, but, you know, they just put it straight into the wall, which is unfortunate for them, but it's good for us. It just gets another person out of the way. So now we're skipping on to the end of lap 9, and we just see someone dead in the wall. That's Steph. Unfortunate for them. I don't know how they did that. I think they must have crashed with someone, because that's a pretty impossible crash, especially for them to be spanned round. Anyway, now we've got Karsak behind us, or Corsac, and it's just going straight into our hands, this race. You know, everything's going well around here, apart from the start, but we're on the podium position, on merit, I have to say, as well. Maybe with help from boxing, of course, but it's on merit, because we've boxed before everyone else, so we are actually here, we've not stopped yet. Which is probably what they'll be thinking. They'll be thinking, 13 laps, old tyres. Nope. They've been fooled. But anyway, they're going up our inside. We don't really make an effort, because they're on brand new hards. So even if we were on older, newish hards, we wouldn't have been able to keep them behind. So we just let them go and try and just keep with them. And you see, they're just that rapid through the corners. There's not really any reason why we would have kept them behind. We would have just both lost time. And it also helps us learn what the hard tyres are like through a stint, which is a bit longer than it usually would be. However, it's a good learning experience. You're seeing them just wallop around a bit, and now we're coming on to the end of lap 19, where we're just boxing, because there's no chance that these tyres will make it to the end. They're on 50% wear, on less than half of the lifespan they needed. So we're boxing in for softs now. I was contemplating between the mediums and the softs, but I ended up just going softs. It doesn't really matter if we have to box again. It doesn't have any points to lose or gain. So it's better to go on the softs, because I had no clue what their durability would be like. I was having a chat with my teammate after the race, and it is around 7 laps from the start. But anyway, now we're coming on to lap 21, and Jezza, if you remember him from the last episode, good old Clarkson, has boxed for the softs as well. They've seen what we've done, and they're liking the tune of that. So now we have a fight, ladies and gentlemen. We have a fight. So that's also going to be good for the race, because if you see the laps we've skipped quite a few, because there just wasn't much going on. It's not a serious race, and it's no reason to keep in the race if you're just going to bob around in last or something. And people were crashing a lot, so they wouldn't be able to play out their strategy anyway, which is bad for them, but good for us, because we get a clearer track. And we get a 3-second time penalty there, which is not what you want. And, well, you see here, we can't drive properly, because you can't just breeze past them, and you just can't see what they're about to do. You can't see what they're about to do. Yeah. But you see, we are 9/10 up-ish on what we did the lap before, or at least what we did in the hards. And now we're coming up to a lap car, Neil again. And I don't know why he didn't move over here. And then he just broke way too early there. We almost punt him, and the Ferrari does punt him. You could see how he was just being dangerous. He broke at the 110 meter mark, which you're supposed to be rated around the 70 meter mark, if flat, to be honest. And yeah, so we're gonna get the DRS off Hyanley, sorry. Yeah, that's gonna be good for us. We are over a second quicker than what we did for our best, but we got a penalty on that lap, so it's invalidated. And we're coming on to lap 23. And we just, you know, you can't push hard too much because you're pushing, but there's a limit physically on what you can do when your concentration is sort of going a bit, and you're not, you know, pushing for all your life, but it's not qualifying, and around a wall-ridden track, you're bound, if you're pushing as hard as possible, to go into one and ruin your race, and then ruin what is basically learning your strategy, which is what I at least have been going into these races for. At least 2 I've done. I sound like an experienced one, but I'm not. But yeah, so you see Jezza's, he's retired, he's crashed, and coming on to lap 25, the penultimate lap, and you just see a massive lockup. Keeping out of the wall, because, you know, there's no reason to turn there. You're not going to gain or lose anything, and we're literally a lap ahead of 4th. There's only 3 people who finished the race, actually. And yeah, so let's cut to the end. So then, Shad wins the race, Corsac comes second and I come third, and everyone else retires. The people who were there also didn't finish, and yeah. So subscribe, watch my latest video, and thank you for watching.